student, welcome to the another video of our course, that is discrete mathematics, and today we are going to see the inclusion exclusion principle. So without wasting much of time, let's start our discussion. So the inclusion exclusion principle is the counting technique which is used to obtain the number of elements in the union of finite set. So this inclusion exclusion principle is the counting technique which is used to obtain the number of elements in the union of finite sets. So for example, we have two sets, that is set A and set B. We can calculate the total number of elements in set A and set B. So we can calculate the cardinality of A union B using this formula. So to calculate the cardinality of A union B, first we need to add the cardinality of A, then we need to add the cardinality of B, then we need to minus the cardinality of A intersection B. So this is how we can calculate the total number of elements in A union B. So first we need to add the cardinality of A, that is the total number of elements in a A. Then we need to add the total number of elements in a B. Then we need to minus the total number of elements which are present in both sets. So first we need to add this cardinality of this, then we need to add the cardinality of B set, and we have counted this region twice, so that we need to minus this region. So this region is A intersection B. So to find the total number of elements present in A union B, that is this whole region. So to calculate, first we need to add the cardinality of A, then we need to add the cardinality of B, then we need to minus this intersection region, because we have calculated this region twice. So we need to minus this. So this is the formula for finding the total number of elements in two sets. I'm going to give you the example. Suppose let A is a set which has 2, 4, 6 and 8, and we have another set B which has 6, 8, 16, 32. Now we need to find the total number of elements in A union B. So we can't find the total number of elements in A union B using this formula. So here first we need to find the cardinality of A. So the cardinality of A equals to 4, because we have 4 elements in set A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 4 elements are there in a set A. Now we need to find the cardinality of B. So cardinality of B is also 4, because we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 number of elements in set B. Now we need to find the A intersection B. So A intersection B means element which are present in both set. So this 6 is present in set A as well as set B, and 8 is also present in set A and set B, and 16 is only present in set B, not in set A, and 32 is also present in B but not in A. So the common element between A and B are 6 and 8. So A intersection B equals to 6 and 8. Therefore the cardinality of A intersection B is 2, because we have total 2 elements in A intersection B. Now we have the value of cardinality of A, we have the value of cardinality of B, and we have also calculated the A intersection B and its cardinality. So we can easily find the cardinality of A union B using this formula. So the cardinality of A union B equals to 4, that is the cardinality of A, 4, that is the cardinality of B, and minus 2, that is the cardinality of A intersection B. So we have total 6 elements in set A and set intersection of set A and set B. So this is in Venn diagram. So this region contain the elements 6 and 8. So we have total 2 elements in this region. So we need to minus this region to calculate the cardinality of A intersection B, and we need to add this and cardinality of A and cardinality of B. So for calculating the cardinality of A union B union C, or the cardinality total number of elements in the union of 3 set, first we need to add the cardinality of single set A, then the cardinality of single set B, and the cardinality of single set C. Then we need to minus. So this is the how we can calculate the cardinality of union of 3 sets. So first we need to include the cardinality of set A, then the cardinality of set B, then the cardinality of set C. Then we need to minus the intersection of two sets. That is the intersection of set A and set B, then the cardinality of intersection of set A and set C. Then we need to minus the intersection of cardinality of intersection of two sets, that is B and C. So we need to minus these two sets, intersection of two sets. Then we need to add the intersection of three sets, that is cardinality of intersection of the cardinality of three sets, that is the set A intersection B, set intersection C. So this is how we can calculate the cardinality of the union of three sets. So this is the Venn diagram that is used to represent the three sets A, B and C. Set A contain 2, 3, 4 and set A contain 2, 3, 4 and 3 also. Then set B contain 2, 3, 4 and 3, and the set C contain 2, 3 and 4, and the A intersection B contain 3 and 4. A intersection C contain 4 and 3, B intersection C contain 4 and 3, and this region is this region 4. This is the A, B and C. So this is the intersection of A, B and C, which is this region which contains. So we need to count the total elements on each sets and in its intersection. Then we need to use this formula. So you can use it is used as a practice question, and please try to find the cardinality of A union B union C in respect to this Venn diagram. So now I'm going to give you an example of inclusion-exclusion principle, which helps you to calculate the total number of students in a class. So for example, in a discrete mathematics class, every student is a major in computer science or mathematics or both. So to study the computer discrete mathematics, students need to have computer science or mathematics or both subject. Suppose we have total 25 students in a computer science, and we have total the number of students having a mathematics as a major is 13. So 13 students are in mathematics and 25 students are in computer science, and we have total 8 number of students in both computer science and mathematics. So question is, how many students are there in a class? So we can calculate. First we have total number of students in computer science, that is C, that is 25, and the total number of students in mathematics, that is 13, and the total number of students in mathematics and computer science and mathematics is equal to 18. So we can easily calculate the total number of students in a class, that is computer science and mathematics, by using this formula. So you need to put this value. 25 is the cardinality of C, that is the student studying the computer science, and 13 is the cardinality of mathematics, and 8 is the both cardinality of student in both computer science and math. So we have total 13 number of students. So that is all for today's lecture. So in next video we are going to see the more applications of set theory. Thank you for now.